Thailand. What is that whole experience like for you guys right there now? What's it like?
Well, when we left the US, we went to Bali for a week.
Okay.
And then we fly to Bangkok
Hmm
and my hometown.
Now we got to her hometown yesterday, which is in rural Thailand. If you look on a map, she's from a province called Bongan,
Mm-hmm.
and literally it is from Laos, the closest town. So that's why we stay at the hotel. And it was great. We went to see her family last night.
Yes, have some cooking like at the placenta.
They cooked cow placenta last night.
Yes.
No way. Oh my God. David, is this the wildest food you've ever had? Like, did you eat like this before? Or has Annie introduced you to everything new?
Oh yeah. That's very difficult to find because you have to wait the cow or the water buffalo when they give the baby born. So that's expensive food, and it's kind of like what is difficult thing in America you can find.
Anything healthy or organic?
Yes, because, yes. Oh my God, that's so good. That food is phenomenal. Like everybody just can wait to it. I told my mom, oh wait, I will surprise you something, and then she opened the box. She's like,
It is such a delicacy for them.
then we pay off the dowry.
Yeah, to honor and celebrate the paying off the dowry, you eat cow placenta. Now, I've had different foods here that I've tried. Like her dad made, barbecued rice rats. You have to come to Thailand. I can explain Thailand to you, but there's so many varying cultures within Thailand.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like some Thai people, they go to the US, but they just stay in California, and they think everywhere in America the same. It's not the same.
It's not the
either
same.
the weather, the culture,
Right.
yeah.
In America, we have varying cultures depending on ancestry. Well, even within Thailand, they might be Thai people, but
Also
different.
very different because the past I from is language is very different from Bangkok, and the culture and also different, but we all the Buddha we have a same traditional.
Yeah, same tradition as far as religion, but even within the cultures of it, just like people who would eat food in New York is going to be different than Alabama.
Yeah, that's right.
And
You know what it is too? I'm very interested in different cultures, and just hearing about the Thai culture like that is so amazing. We want to know what she's cooking, and like everybody wants to know just the culture, everything. Like the religion is so amazing. Yeah, what are you cooking usually?
well, usually, well, you've seen it like the hot pot on
Yes.
Pillow Talk.
Yes.
I love hot pot. It's like a soup with vegetable and have a sauce, special sauce, sukiyaki sauce, beef, squid, shrimp, pork.
It's whatever
That's
she's
really
in the mood
awesome.
for.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so
She'll
there's
wake
different.
up and say, I'm really in the mood for squid.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is amazing. And different sauces, obviously, every time. Like different sauces, different recipes. They're all different. Yeah.
Yeah, every time it's very different. Like depend on my mood. I can cook everything. I can turn to the food, to the best food, to my fast food, I can cook. It's very easy, but I'm not the chef. I don't know how to figure out recipes because I'm just cooking.
Ah, okay. Well, we see you guys are going to have a YouTube channel, right? We're excited. Is there a YouTube channel coming?
A YouTube channel is coming soon. We are working on it. We've done some stuff in California and Vegas, and we're going to go around the country, and he's going to be cooking with people and just some adventures. And, it's not so much about our storyline because that's not really what it's about, but it's
Yes.
about just, Annie's cooking, and everybody asks, what is she making? What is she, and
Yeah.
wanting to learn cultures. When you share food, you can fix any problem in the world.
That's right. No, seriously, it's true. It's true.
So
And
when you share food, you talk about the culture. You talk about just spend some time together. That's big the problem.
Yeah.
yeah, you can fix most of the world's problems by
Yeah.
sitting down and sharing cultures and food and
Mhm.
breaking bread, because most people don't get angry over dinner unless, you
Yeah.
make it too spicy and you burn someone's ass.
Right.
But she likes to do it.
We're like dying to try your food. We want to try it so bad. Like we see it like every week, like we said on Pillow Talk. We're like, we want some.
Yeah,
But then maybe we could put it on the calendar.
I would love to cook for you guys because
Okay.
Want to share my food too.
Like we said, we can teach you then Greek food. We cook Greek food. Like we said, come down to our area here. The Greek food we can teach you. It's like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I do it.
Well, and you guys can have a Greek Thai night. I know that sounds kind of like a mixture, a fusion, but could do that. You can make a Thai dish, make a Greek dish, and talk about some of the history, why land was so important, especially because of the terrain, or
Yes.
why different parts
But
of it.
I think it would be better if you can come to Thailand and then we can go get some bamboo together
Oh,
buy
that would be fun. That would be fun.
or just hunting the snail.
Yes, I mean she'll wake up and say, "I want frog today."
No, I mean it's like that. Food is just around your house. So get out from the bedroom, just walk outside. I want any vegetable around my house, I can pick up it. Or I want some snail, I just walk to my canal. I get the snail or fish.
Quick story: we were in Diamond Head. We're climbing Diamond Head, and it's an extinct volcano, as you know. And Annie finds a vegetable that's very common here in Thailand. She starts eating. I'm like, they haven't found food here, and the thing erupted, and she's eating it off of a tree at the top of the crater in Diamond Head. But that's Annie. That's the difference. Why we're so fat in America is because ours is such processed food. We eat factory food.
That's true.
Even if you go to the Kroger's or Safeway or Publix, whatever your choice is, if you are buying, and I call it factory food, but it's fed corn, look at what corn syrup, all these things, that's why they're so big. You are what you eat. If your chicken is running around healthy, free range, and it's that big, how much fat is it going to have? It's just indicative, and I'm noticing that after I eat here in Thailand, especially the spicy hot soups that do not have a lot of calories in them.
No.
I lost 100 and some pounds here when I first came here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Walking and from eating Thai food, because I don't eat many dishes when I was here by myself. I would just get, my favorite is gang pa. It's jungle curry soup.
Oh, wow.
Or gang, and it's just some white rice with some chicken. But the portion sizes are different.
Oh, they're different.
You eat more often. Walking, it's street food, so it's not like, yes, you can call KFC delivery here or McDonald's delivery in Thailand. Just as we have Grubhub. Now we don't even go through drive-through. We call Grubhub or Uber Eats because we don't even want. So it is indicative of our society, whether it's time, and when you put love into cooking, you get love back. And that's Annie's really philosophy.
Yes, I don't have my recipe, but just I cook with love. Cooking is up to me because everybody has their own different taste. Like a special taste. They have their own different. To me, I just cooking up to me. Whatever I love to eat, I will cook what I would love to eat. I love spicy. I will add a lot of spicy.
Wow. So what are some of your favorite foods that you like to eat? Like
everything. I love food. I try to diet. I try to diet for 5 to 6 years, but every single year I get bigger.
Well, being in America, I mean, it's
everything, but especially if I can pick my own ingredient, that would be really awesome.
Yeah, and when you're walking to get your food and you're walking to the store because it's by nature, you walk around your farm as they have. It's not just sedentary lifestyle. It is, you have a lot more movement and, it is conducive to a healthier life. With that being said, there's also the, different quality of life. Just having internet that is connecting, we are at the hotel because they have conditioning and, sometimes the power will go out and, we're not in a touristy area.
Can you tell us a little bit more about also your love story? Because we know your story, but we want to hear it from you guys, like your perspective, what it was really like meeting each other and like the whole love story.
We met through a mutual friend in Thailand.
Yes, before I met David, I never think I would get married because I just enjoy my single life. I just love to travel and just love to enjoy the thing. And until I met him, he invited me to stay with him in China because back in the day he was teaching in China for 2.5 years. So I got the visa and I visit him. And it's like the first week I stay with him, I feel so. I don't know, it's a lot of things. It changed my mind. Tell me, maybe in the future I might marry this guy. It's just I don't
I'm
know.
lucky.
It's somehow it's some right people come to you. You shouldn't let it go. You just stick
We,
with what you happy.
That's
and we laugh a lot. I mean, a lot of our humor is
Yes.
a lot of it's between us, and we laugh
Because
not at others, but
yes, to me it's not about what is perfect, but to me it's about what is make me happy every day. Because if I keep waiting for for the perfect man or for the least perfect good looking guy to come to my life, I don't think is will happen. Because every single man come to my life, I know them, but each of them have their own special thing. I do like it, I don't like. So it's very hard to find a perfect man. That's why you can see many single lady in the world because they just waiting for find the perfect man. And I
You're
understand that's because I has been in this point before.
You're right.
And yeah, and until I see the man who I think this is perfect for me. What do I want more than laugh and love and enjoy life? What do I want more? That's my question mark. It's happened. Yeah, what's happened? And then I answered myself, let's go with the choice. Let's go with what make me happy.
You know
and
what's
it hasn't
Yeah.
been. But
No,
there's-
no.
nothing is perfect. Now, do we argue? Not really.
Yes,
We don't really get into arguments. We might
yes.
get upset for a second or two.
Yes, the first we not really arguing much, and the second he's respect woman. He respect me. He
Wow.
is smart. Make me feel good about myself. He love me. He support me. It doesn't matter what I want to do or what I want to be. I think that's
Aw.
enough to me to something I really happy.
Not even explain it because you guys just have that it factor, and it's
Yes.
just something that
You
everyone
see
should look
all-
for.
Yes. Everything you see or you are talking to us right now, that's what you will see in
That's
our
And
life
this is
amazing.
every
8
day.
o'clock in the morning.
Yes, it is just
Wow.
our life every day. We might get arguments, and he's like to argument with GPS sometime, but everything okay. Yeah.
I don't blame her. I blame GPS.
Yeah.
You guys are always so happy and have a
But
smile on your faces. So yeah.
Yeah.
Say she is my best friend and my queen.
Aww.
You know,
Really? Oh my God.
you always put your wife first. Everybody asks, "What's the advice do you have? Love, laugh, and put your wife first."
Make your life
That's
better.
amazing.
You never can go wrong. You know?
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I dress up like a zombie. He still say, "Oh, you look beautiful."
Because I can see her. I know her heart.
Yeah.
And when you know somebody's inside, the outsides are going to change.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no matter what, you know, it's, but when you can see the inside, and it goes back to that movie Shallow Hal.
Yeah, that's the one thing I look at him. Everybody can see him outside, but nobody know Lily David inside. Only me
Yeah.
or maybe his family, but sometimes his family they doesn't stay together 24 hours.
Yeah.
They do love him, of course, but
course.
do they understand him or situation? All the thing happen to him, they not really know because they are passed together. They're not really with him for 24 hours.
Right.
And we spent so much time together in the last, well, over almost 3 years that we've been together. We've been married for 2 years, but we lived together for a year. And we can't say we were in a long distance relationship as most of the other couples. So I feel for them. I feel for like John and Rachel, who are so far apart, can't be together, because the only time I wouldn't see her is when she'd have to go back to Thailand
Only 2 days he go crazy.
3 days, and you know, and it's because I enjoy being with her.
Yeah.
It is, we are co-equals. Where there's nobody that's, I don't. When people say who's the head of the household, that's an outdated term. It is
Yeah.
a partnership, and at the end of the day, she's a senior partner.
Yes, there are some people have asked the question, oh, he is provide you, he taking care of you everything before you leave, before you was poor and now you're rich. I say, no, not really. And some people say, oh, you should leave him, he is a fat, he is an old guy, blah, 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 blah. I say, no, that's not true. Because we are together, we are partner. He's doing he does the husband job, of course, taking care of me. I do the wife job, of course, I do taking care of him. I love him.
Whatever that role may be. So that's, you know,
People taking care of each other. That's why all the comment, all the bad, all the hate, it doesn't bother that anymore.
No, you guys really are like yin and yang. Like you complement each other so well. Serious, like it's unreal. It's unreal. I don't know if you guys even notice it as much as like we do. It's like wow, amazing.
It's hard to tell. I mean, you strive for it and you work on it, and of course, validation from people outside does help. With when people say, you know, we hope for a relationship, because then you start saying, well, maybe that we're on the right track, because you always hear what you're doing wrong. You don't always hear what you're doing right.
Yeah.
And not that you need validation from others, but it is part of human nature. I mean, and especially after watching some of the couples on this past season and some of the horrific stuff that people are going through, and, you know, you're just happy for what you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not what. Yeah.
If you were just waiting for happiness or what do you want, is never perfect and happen, because you know, to me, of course, I want $1 billion, but that's gonna happen. I don't know. I should enjoy this moment.
You're right.
With what I have right now. Yeah.
Do you guys believe you were fated to meet each other, to be with each other? Do you believe in fate?
I do believe that there was something in the cosmic force, whatever you want to call it, that especially with Buddhism, where there's a reason for everything. I wasn't even supposed to be in Thailand at the time that I met her.
Really?
I had a ticket to go to Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, UB, because I was working in China, and I had just been to Thailand, but I didn't get to spend a lot of time here, and we were on holiday, Chinese school year calendar. And I said, well, let me go to UB for a week. I want to explore. I've been to 63 countries. I want to expand that. And friends of mine said, no, come back down to Thailand and hang out. You have a week. I said, okay. So I changed my ticket. No big deal. And that's when a friend of mine is a travel agent who Annie was going to see, but they work different hours. It's a tourist area. And that's when I happened to meet her, because there was a party that night. It's attached to an outdoor bar.
Party is every night.
Every night.
Because there's a tourist area.
Well, yeah, it was a birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
And when they have birthday
Same
parties,
as Las Vegas.
yeah, you sing, and she was singing. That's when I heard her.
The party everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody just sing, sing. I love to sing. I sing since I was a
And that's how I heard her, met her and asked her for a drink. And then she came to China, and the rest is history from that. And it's just, so do I believe in that? We were both born the year of the monkey. Now, granted, there's 24 years apart.
Yeah.
So a couple cycles later. But, you know, maybe in a previous life or something, that there was something that couldn't have been. Who knows?
Yeah, I believe that. Absolutely. And what advice do you have for people that are single, that haven't found like a connection, haven't found a soulmate? What advice do you have for people, like we said, to do so, kind of? Do you think to look for love, to not look for love? What advice do you have?
I think first, be happy with yourself, no matter what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yes, you're happy with yourself, and you enjoy another. Absolutely.
Stop swiping left or right, because it is.
If you want relationship, you have to give another, you know, the real relationship too.
Right.
Some people, they just say, oh, I really want a real relationship. I do want to marry, but what they attention is just looking for something is always better.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right.
Yeah.
If you ever been really hungry and you go to a buffet, you're like, you know, you're full very quickly, and then you don't even like what you came for, and you keep going on looking for something better at the buffet. Well, that's what some of these dating apps are. Is okay. I've tried. You never go by. If somebody doesn't have a picture, you don't even read it. Now, obviously, it's important, but you never know the person. In general, 95% that probably would have an opportunity get wiped out to the left, and you go by the visual because it's human nature.
You're right.
And then and the other person who you might connect with that's within 3 miles, you say, well, it was meant to be. We were within 3 miles. But how many other people have been within 3 miles? I mean, it's changing the attitude that we are not a disposable society.
Yeah. I have to ask you guys, how do you stay so positive like that? I know it's such a simple question, but what is the secret to happiness, per se?
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
That's right.
Also, you know, when I grow up, I really close with my grandma. She took me to the temple to pray, and Buddha is teach you. They teach you like it doesn't matter how much money, or doesn't matter how you look out, how do you look like outside your heart. But if you really happiness with what you are, or who you are, or what do you have, you always will be happy.
Mm.
And they always teach doesn't matter people looking at you outside they hate you or they love you,
Mm.
just take it to the good way, every bad time or every bad word or everything come to your life. If you see the another side, you might see the good thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And that's why the teachings
Yeah.
of Buddha it has really, I mean, all
Yeah.
religions have great things to
Of course.
teach.
Yes,
Um,
and of course, every religion is teach people to be a good people.
yes.
Mhm.
It's what you take from it and what you do with it.
Yes, but
If you pick certain parts that you want to,
mhm.
so we don't take ourselves too seriously, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, you laugh at many, many things.
Everything have a reason. Even sometimes we have a bad day. But if you turn around like, oh, today is big raining, that I cannot go to work, my boss upset. But if you look at another side of this situation, you might think, oh, today is raining. I might enjoy in my home, have some coffee, enjoy my second. Let's
Yeah.
enjoy my life without to hear my boss yelling me, something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. It was such a pleasure talking with you guys. Have a good day.